Talk English Vault.
Learn English with podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Talk English Vault. I'm Emma.
And I'm Ben. Thanks for tuning in today.
So, Ben, whether you're a student learning English or a teacher teaching it, the classroom is where so much learning happens.
Absolutely. And the language we use in the classroom is actually quite specific. There are certain phrases and expressions that come up again and again.
Exactly. Many English learners struggle because they don't know how to ask questions in class, request help, or understand their teacher's instructions.
And teachers also need to know the right phrases to give instructions clearly, manage the classroom, and encourage their students.
So today, we're diving deep into classroom English conversations. We'll cover phrases for both students and teachers.
We'll go through typical classroom situations, asking for clarification, requesting permission, participating in discussions, giving instructions, and much more.
Whether you're a student trying to navigate an English-speaking classroom or a teacher looking to improve your classroom language, this episode is for you.
So, grab your notebook. Ironically, you're in class right now. Let's get started.
Let's start with the teacher's perspective. Ben, what are the most common instructions teachers give in the classroom?
Great question. Let's begin with starting the class. Teachers often say, "Good morning, class. Let's get started. Please take your seats. Settle down, everyone. Let's begin today's lesson."
Settle down is a really useful phrase. It means calm down and get ready to focus.
Exactly. Now, when giving general instructions, open your books to page 25. Turn to page 10. Take out your notebooks. Put away your phones. Close your laptops.
Notice the use of action verbs. Open, turn, take out, put away, close. These are direct and clear.
For pair or group work, work in pairs. Get into groups of 4. Find a partner. Work with the person next to you. Form groups of 3.
When assigning tasks, complete exercise 3. Do questions 1 through 5. Finish this by the end of class. Work on this for 10 minutes. You have 15 minutes for this activity.
Time-related instructions are super important. You have 5 minutes left. Hurry up, time is running out. Take your time. Don't rush. Time's up.
Managing attention. Pay attention, please. Listen carefully. Eyes on me, please. Look at the board. Focus on this example.
When checking understanding, do you understand? Is that clear? Does everyone follow? Any questions so far? Are you with me?
Are you with me is informal and friendly. It means, do you understand what I'm saying?
For reading and writing, read the passage silently. Read aloud, please. Write this down. Copy from the board. Take notes.
Classroom management phrases. Raise your hand if you know the answer. One at a time, please. Don't shout out. Wait your turn. Let him or her finish.
And when ending class, that's all for today. We'll continue this next time. Class dismissed. Don't forget your homework. See you next lesson.
Let's put some together in a natural sequence. Good morning, class. Please take your seats and settle down. Open your books to page 32. Today, we're going to learn about the past tense. Listen carefully and take notes. Any questions before we begin?
Perfect. That sounds exactly like a real teacher.
Now, let's flip to the student's perspective. Ben, what are the essential phrases students need to know?
Let's start with asking for permission. These are super important. May I go to the bathroom? Can I borrow a pencil? May I be excused? Can I open the window? Is it okay if I leave early today?
Notice that may I is more formal than can I, but both are acceptable in most classrooms.
When you don't understand something, I don't understand. Could you explain that again? I'm confused about this part. I didn't get that. Can you repeat that, please?
These are crucial. Never be afraid to say you don't understand. It's much better to ask than to stay confused.
Asking for clarification. What does word mean? How do you spell that?
Could you speak more slowly? Can you write that on the board? Is this correct?
When you didn't hear something. Sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you say that again? I couldn't hear you. Pardon? Or excuse me?
I didn't catch that is a very natural native speaker phrase, meaning you didn't hear or understand.
Asking about homework or assignments. What's the homework for today? When is this due? Is this going to be on the test? Do we have to submit this online? How many pages should it be?
Asking for help. Can you help me with this? I'm stuck on question 5. I don't know how to do this. Could you give me a hint? Can you show me an example?
Participating in class discussions. I have a question. May I say something? Can I add something? I'd like to make a point. I have a different opinion.
Expressing opinions. I think, in my opinion, I believe that, from my perspective, the way I see it.
Agreeing and disagreeing politely. I agree with you. That's a good point. I see what you mean, but I respectfully disagree. I have a different view.
When you need more time. Can I have a few more minutes? I'm not finished yet. I need more time. Could we have an extension?
Apologizing for being late or unprepared. Sorry I'm late. I apologize for not having my homework. I forgot my textbook. My printer wasn't working. I was absent last class. What did I miss?
Let's practice a natural student-teacher exchange. Emma, you be the teacher.
Okay, class. Please complete exercise 4 on page 15.
Excuse me, Miss Johnson. I don't understand question 3. Could you explain it again?
Of course. Let me clarify. You need to identify the subject in each sentence.
Oh, I see now. Thank you.
Perfect example of polite classroom communication. Now let's talk about feedback, how teachers give it and how students should receive it.
This is so important. Feedback helps students improve, so both sides need to communicate clearly.
Positive feedback from teachers. Well done. Excellent work. Good job. That's correct. You've improved a lot. I'm impressed with your progress. Keep up the good work.
Encouraging feedback. You're on the right track. Almost there. You're getting better. Nice try. Don't give up.
Constructive criticism. This is good, but you could improve. You need to work on. Pay more attention to. Try to avoid making this mistake. Let me show you a better way.
Notice these phrases are helpful, not harsh. Good teachers give constructive feedback, not just criticism.
Pointing out mistakes gently. Not quite. Almost, but not exactly. Actually, it's. Let me correct that. There's a small error here.
When checking answers, who wants to share their answer? What did you get for number 2? Let's go over the answers together. Check your partner's work. Compare your answers with your neighbor.
How students should respond to feedback. Thank you for the feedback. I'll work on that. Could you explain what I did wrong? How can I improve this? I understand now.
Students asking for feedback. Can you check my work? Is this right? Am I doing this correctly? Could you give me feedback on this? What can I do better?
Teachers praising effort. I can see you tried hard. I appreciate your effort. You put in a lot of work. I'm proud of you for trying.
Let's role-play a feedback scenario. Ben, you're the teacher giving feedback on an essay.
Emma, your essay has some great ideas, but you need to work on your grammar. You've made several tense errors. Let me show you some examples.
Thank you, Mr. Williams. Could you explain which parts need the most improvement?
Of course. Let's look at paragraph 2. You've mixed past and present tense. Try to be consistent.
I understand now. I'll revise it and resubmit. Thank you for the feedback.
Excellent. That's exactly how feedback conversations should go. Let's talk about classroom discussions and presentations. These require specific language skills.
Starting a presentation. Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about. My presentation is on. I'd like to begin by. First I'll discuss. Then I'll move on to.
during the presentation. As you can see in this slide, let me give you an example. This chart shows, moving on to my next point, to illustrate this,
Concluding a presentation. In conclusion, to sum up, that's all I have for today. Thank you for listening. Are there any questions?
responding to questions during presentations. That's a great question. Let me think about that. I'm not sure, but I can find out. Could you repeat the question? I'll address that in my next slide.
Asking questions during someone else's presentation. I have a question about, could you clarify, what did you mean by, can you elaborate on that?
Participating in class discussions. I'd like to add something. Building on what Sarah said, that reminds me of, I have a different perspective.
Expressing opinions in discussions. In my view, I believe that, from my experience, I would argue that
Agreeing with others. I completely agree. That's exactly what I think. You make a good point. I couldn't agree more.
disagreeing politely. I see your point, but I understand, however. With all due respect, I think I have a slightly different opinion.
Asking for others' opinions. What do you think about this? Do you agree? What's your take on this? How do you see it?
Managing turn-taking in discussions. Can I finish my point? Let me just add, if I may interrupt, I'd like to hear from someone else.
Teachers moderating discussions. Let's hear from someone who hasn't spoken yet. One person at a time, please. Let's give everyone a chance to speak. We need to move on. Let's stay on topic.
Let's do a quick discussion role play. The topic is, should students wear uniforms?
I believe students should wear uniforms because it promotes equality.
I see your point, but I think uniforms limit self-expression. Students should be free to wear what they want.
That's a valid argument. However, uniforms help students focus on learning rather than fashion.
You make a good point. I hadn't thought about it that way.
Perfect. That's how a respectful classroom debate should sound.
Now let's talk about handling problems and special situations in the classroom.
When you're having technical difficulties. The projector isn't working. I can't log into my account. My computer crashed. The Wi-Fi isn't connecting. The audio isn't working.
When you forget something. I forgot my textbook. I left my homework at home. I don't have a pen. I forgot we had a test today.
Asking to leave class. May I be excused? I'm not feeling well. Can I go to the nurse? I have a doctor's appointment. May I get some water?
When you're absent or late. Sorry I'm late. The bus was delayed. I was sick yesterday. What did I miss? Could I get the notes from last class? Is there any makeup work I need to do?
Teachers dealing with disruptions. Please stop talking. Pay attention to the lesson. Put your phone away. That's not appropriate. See me after class.
When you don't have the answer. I'm not sure. I don't know. Can someone help me out? May I pass?
Asking for accommodation or help. I have a learning disability. Can I have extra time? English is my second language. Could you speak more slowly? I have trouble seeing the board. May I sit closer? Could you provide written instructions?
Teachers offering help. Do you need help? Would you like me to explain it differently? Let me know if you need assistance. My office hours are Monday and Wednesday. Feel free to email me with questions.
When there's a misunderstanding. I think there's been a misunderstanding. That's not what I meant. Let me clarify. I didn't say that.
Asking about grades or tests. When will we get our tests back? Can I see my grade? Is there extra credit available? Can I retake this test? What's my current grade in the class?
Emergency situations. There's an emergency. Someone call the nurse. We need to evacuate. This is a fire drill. Please exit in an orderly manner.
Let's role-play a problem situation. Emma, you're a student who forgot your homework.
Mr. Anderson, I'm really sorry, but I forgot my homework at home. Can I bring it tomorrow?
This is the second time this week, Emma. I'll accept it tomorrow, but it will be marked late. Please be more responsible.
I understand. I apologize. It won't happen again. Thank you for understanding.
That's how you handle it professionally and take responsibility.
Let's talk about common mistakes students make with classroom English.
Mistake number 1, being too informal with teachers. Don't say, "Hey, what's up?" to your teacher. Say, "Good morning, Professor Smith," or "Hello, Miss Johnson."
Mistake number 2, using commands instead of polite requests. Don't say, "Give me a pen." Say, "Could I borrow a pen, please?"
Mistake number 3, not using please and thank you. Always say, "May I go to the bathroom, please?" and "Thank you for your help."
Mistake number 4, interrupting without permission. Don't just start talking. Say, "Excuse me, may I say something?" Or, "Sorry to interrupt, but..."
Mistake number 5, making excuses instead of taking responsibility. Instead of lots of excuses, simply say, "I apologize. It won't happen again."
Mistake number 6, not speaking up when you don't understand. It's better to ask than to stay confused. Say, "I'm sorry, I don't understand. Could you explain that again?"
Now, some tips for effective classroom communication.
Tip 1, always make eye contact when speaking or listening.
Tip 2, speak clearly and at a moderate pace.
Tip 3, use appropriate body language. Sit up straight, face the speaker.
Tip 4, wait for your turn to speak. Don't interrupt.
Tip 5, take notes during class. It shows you're engaged.
Tip 6, participate actively. Don't be afraid to ask questions or share ideas.
Tip 7, be respectful to both teachers and classmates.
Tip 8, if English isn't your first language, don't be embarrassed. Everyone's there to learn.
Wow, Ben, we've covered so much classroom English today.
We really have. Let's do a quick recap for our listeners.
First, we covered common teacher instructions like open your books, work in pairs, and take your seats.
Then we learned essential student phrases for asking permission, requesting help, and seeking clarification.
We discussed how to give and receive feedback constructively.
We explored language for presentations and classroom discussions, including how to express opinions and disagree politely.
We covered how to handle problems like forgetting homework, being late, or having technical difficulties.
And finally, we went over common mistakes and tips for effective classroom communication.
Now, here's your homework. Yes, we're giving you homework.
Write down 5 phrases from today's episode that you think you'll use most often in your classroom.
Practice saying them out loud. Record yourself if possible and listen back.
If you're a student, try using at least 3 of these phrases in your next English class.
If you're a teacher, try incorporating some of the clearer instruction phrases we discussed.
And here's a fun challenge. In the comments section, write a short classroom dialogue using at least 5 phrases from today's lesson.
We'll read them and give you feedback. It's a great way to practice.
Remember, effective classroom communication makes learning so much easier and more enjoyable for everyone.
Whether you're asking a question, giving an answer, or participating in a discussion, these phrases will help you communicate confidently.
Don't be shy in the classroom. The more you participate and communicate, the faster you'll improve your English.
Thank you so much for listening to Talk English Vault. If this episode helped you, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe.
Hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. We have so many more topics planned for you.
Share this video with your classmates, students, or fellow teachers. Everyone can benefit from better classroom English.
Leave us a comment and tell us, what's the hardest part about classroom English for you? Or if you're a teacher, what phrases do you use most often?
We love hearing from you, and your feedback helps us create better content.
Remember, every question you ask in class is a step toward better English. Never be afraid to speak up.
Keep practicing, stay curious, and keep learning.
Until next time, keep improving your English.
Goodbye, everyone. See you in the next episode.
Goodbye, everyone.